Welcome back. What I want to do for the question of the day is list all the data analysis tools that help you identify the causes of problems, and then for each data analysis tool that you identify, give a brief description of what is its application and how it's used in a data redesign process and how does it fit in the data redesign process. So list all the data analysis tools if you may please. So what I'm asking is once you have written this out, send that to me as a document before the end of Thursday to my email, and I'll use that to grade your performance on how you did. So moving on, we talked about benchmarking. Benchmarking in a customer relationship process. You can look at a total cost of the process, in which you look at how much it costs you to enter the process track the orders for every $1,000 in revenue. That's a metric. You can have system cost of processes per 1,000, 100,000 revenue. So how much does it cost to process $1,000 in revenue, and that can be a fraction of a cost. And that's how a metric can be set up. You can have value of sales orders for every line item not fulfilled due to stock out. You can have average time, and so those are all examples of how a benchmark can be set up on a customer relationship process. On the other hand, you can have auto fulfillment process, and these can also be set up as metrics, but for the auto fulfillment size. Now, I won't go through and list each and every one. This is for a new service slash product development process. What are the different aspects and metrics that can be set up? You can have a supplier relationship on the supplier side. Um, you can have again a customer relationship process that's kind of repeat, but more on the customer relationship end. And how does that look if you were to set up metrics for the customer relationship process? So when you're managing processes, if you fail to manage the processes, then essentially it can lead to a lot of problems for the businesses. Some common mistakes that people can run into when they're not managing the processes as they should be. The first one is not connecting with strategic issues. So we talk about a strategic issue. A strategic issue essentially deals with how the strategy of organization leads to what kind of paths will this organization do on the operational side. You are not involving the right people in the right way, and that can be a problem as well. You're not giving the design teams and process analysts a clear charter and then holding them accountable. You can not be satisfied unless fundamental re-engineering changes are made. I mean, some organizations they would just say, "Well, we'll just make some small changes and we'll be fine." That's a problem. Not considering the impact on people, as one of the examples that I gave out is if you don't take the opinion of the people that are involved on the shop floor, that can have disastrous consequences on how the process is implemented and taken up by the people with the organization. If you don't give enough attention to implementation, that can be a problem too, in the sense that if a process is too long or too meticulous, that can be a problem. And then finally, if you're not creating an infrastructure for continuous process improvement, that means that the organization is going to be left behind. Many times, organizations start doing changes and then they don't manage the change on a continuous basis, and that can be a problem. So there should be a continuous emphasis on improvement of the processes as time goes on. So there's a bunch of solved problems that I want you to take a look at, and um, let me see if I can assign. Let me take a look. I haven't taken a look. Let me take a look and see if I can assign a couple of problems from this chapter for you to send me along with your email for your question of the day.